second part of the tank battle tutorial. Please move to the route marker. As you may have noticed in battles against other players, enemy tank armor can be... The tank in front of you has exactly this kind of armor. You can use zoom to get a better view of the target. This tank has its frontal armor facing you. This is the strongest part of a tank's armor, but you can still penetrate it whenever the aim assist indicator turns green. Find a weak point in the tank's armor and destroy it. Some weak points in the frontal armor are the viewing slots of the tank commander and the driver. Keep firing at the tank's weak spots to destroy internal modules.
Target.
Awesome. Now, move the reticule onto the other. That enemy tank has very strong armor, which your current shells can't penetrate. The fact that the aim assist indicator turns red when hovering over any position on the tank shows this. Fire a few shots at the tank. As you can see, the shells we are using are useless against armor that is this strong. So, we should switch to another type.
It seems we missed!
To understand how effective different shells are in different situations, you need to look at the icon of the shell. The icon shows both the type and armor penetration of the shell, as well as the additional damage it causes. If you compare the two types of shell that your tank is equipped with, you can see that the currently selected shell causes more damage. However, this will not help us to destroy the tank if we cannot penetrate its armor. Now, look at the armor penetration of the shells. The second type of shell can penetrate far stronger armor. Even though the first type of shell causes more damage, it would not be effective in this situation. So, shells with better armor penetration should be used. Switch to the alternative shell type available.
Load it!
Fire off your current shell to load the new type of shell that you've switched to. You have switched to composite shells. These shells successfully pierce almost any armor, but they cause lower damage.
The shell hasn't done any damage!
Destroy the target tank.
Got him! Yes! A hit!
Ready!
It serves him right.
Loaded!
Enemy tank has been destroyed.
Now you can see that even though the composite shells make it possible to destroy a well-armored target, it takes quite a long time. Good job. Move to another Capanier. When shooting at long distances, you need to take into consideration that shells do not fly straight, but follow a parabolic path into account, meaning that they will fall to the ground once they pass a certain distance. For the shell to reach a distant target, the cannon should have a higher elevation. Accordingly, when you aim the targeting crosshair in sniper mode, or when the cannon orientation marker points towards the target, you will not be able to hit it. The shell will fall without reaching the opponent. To hit the opponent, no matter how far away they are, move the white crosshair onto them. It changes color when it is over the enemy. And fire. For a better view of your target, the fired shell flies along a ballistic trajectory, while the reticule shows where the cannon is aiming. When shooting at long distances, accordingly, when you aim the targeting crosshair in sniper mode, or when the cannon orientation marker points towards the target, you will not be able to hit it. The shell will fall without reaching the opponent. To hit the opponent, no matter how far away they are, move the white crosshair onto them. It changes color when it is over the enemy. And fire.
Load APCR!
Next target!
Nice shot.
Got him!
Great job. You won. Now you're a true tanker.
Welcome to the tarmac. Today you will take your first flight. Try to follow the instructions carefully and don't be discouraged by any difficulties. Let's get going. Now you are ready for takeoff. It's time to try your plane out in the air. The throttle lever regulates engine power. Position the throttle lever at full forward position. gathering speed. Your speed and current engine power are shown as a percentage on the indicators. Congratulations on your first takeoff. Trust me, when piloting planes, takeoff isn't exactly the easiest part. Watch the plane carefully while it's building speed. Make sure you keep an eye on your altitude, especially when maneuvering the plane. You have a special altitude indicator to help you. Now for the ailerons. I've already told you that they are used to control your roll angle. You can even use them to pull off a barrel roll. But I'm not asking you to do a barrel roll right now. Just roll the plane left or right. Increase engine power to return to cruising speed. Sometimes you need a quick, short-term increase in flight speed. This can be achieved by using the afterburner. Accelerate the plane. Be careful when using the afterburner. It overheats the engine and might cause it to give out. Turning the plane should be easy for you. Now you've learned the ropes, let's move on to the final part of our flight. Follow the marked route. Congratulations. You have mastered the main principles of piloting. Still have a long way to go, but you've made the first step in exploring the air. You have all it takes to become a real ace.
enemy is taking the initiative. Attack hostile troops!